Hi there, it's Dev. I believe this is day 5, maybe 4. I think it's 5. Um, yeah, so recently I learned the A chord, the D chord. I tuned my guitar, and then I did my first like play along, which is using the A and D chords. And I had pretty high expectations, but I kind of kicked my butt. So basically, the song was just like kind of switching A through D chords and back, and yeah, do it like probably about like 10 times a minute, and I was doing it maybe like 3 times a minute, and it was not good. Um, so I've been just working on changing it up, and I'm not doing it like I'm doing it without the play along song. Um, and I've been getting better and better at it, but it's still definitely a work in progress. Um, yeah, so I think probably the pain points have been like sliding down my hand, um, and like repositioning my thumb, basically putting myself in a better position to make the changes in the chords, um, and then also accuracy of like moving my fingers and making sure I'm only touching the strings I'm supposed to be touching. Um, and then another one is like I'll forget which chord I'm doing, so I'll like hit the wrong number of strings. Yes, I guess there's the big ones. Um, I have been practicing more and more, so hopefully next couple days I'll be able to get it down and be able to play the song. Um, and I'm kind of focusing on that before I move on um, in a serious way into like learning E-chord. I think that's the next part. And yeah, so I'm just gonna play the chords and switch through it a little bit. To start off with D chord and then do A. So there we go. Sounds pretty good. I'm gonna test it. Oh, that one didn't sound too good. So that's another example. My this finger is touching the bottom string, so it didn't sound too good. Now I'm switching up. So that was much better. Switching back. That was much better. Now switching back to A chord. There you go. Do one more set. See, that's an example of me forgetting the strings. That's again the fingers pressing down on the wrong string. There we go. So I definitely see progress, but it's still just, it takes a lot of practice. And then two quick things. One thing that I've been using justinguitar.com as my main resource, and one thing he talks a lot about is doing, like for beginners, the hardest thing is just changing chords. Like learning the chords isn't too bad, it takes like a day or two, but being able to move your hand quick enough and accurately enough to change chords to actually play a song, that's like a huge obstacle. And then one of my friends, he knows guitar, I told him I was going to learn, and he told me that the hardest part is you just like when you're doing it, you're just thinking like, why can't my hand do this? Why is it so hard for my hand to do this? Because you're watching someone else do it and it seems so easy for them, but you just need to build up that muscle memory. So, I don't know. Thanks again.